And in this week on Trump Watch, imagine you borrowed a bunch of money from a bank to buy a house, but you lied about how much the house was worth, so you could get more money than you deserve. Now a judge is saying you have to pay the bank back all the extra money you took plus a penalty. But before you can appeal the judge's decision, you gotta put up some cash as a guarantee that you'll follow through with the appeal no matter what. Here's the thing about this, guys. Same scenario, but no one got hurt. Banks got their money, everyone got paid, appraisals were done by the bank to justify the amount of money that was loaned out. No one lost anything. This is kind of what's going on with Donald Trump right now. A judge ruled that he has to pay $454 million for lying about how valuable his properties are. Trump wants to fight the decision in court, but he can't unless he pays a giant bond first. He's tried to get 30 different companies to loan him the money for the bond, but so far, no one is trusting him enough to give it to him. This could mean Trump will be forced to sell some of his assets to come up with the cash. Okay, guys, let me just give you guys a little quick crash course on how this real estate thing works, okay, and how bank works as I'm an investor. So I go to the bank. I own a 100-unit apartment building. The bank says, when you fill out the application, what do you think it's worth? And I say, okay, here's the math. Here's my rent. Here's my expenses. Here's my net operating income at the trading cap rate, which a trading cap rate, the capitalization rate, is the rate that commercial properties trade at. It's a formula that we use as investors to determine the value. I go and look online and I see what properties are trading at. What's the cap rate? And I divide my cash flow by that cap rate. And that gives me a value. The bank says, this is on the application, guys. The bank says, okay, great. We're going to send an appraiser to verify the income, the expenses, and then to see if your number aligns with our numbers. Ultimately, the appraiser's number is the number that matters. My suggestion, I'm already paying for an appraiser to go and give the bank the right number. So now the appraiser goes out, the appraiser does his thing, appraises the property, and determines what the value is. And whatever I put on the application, more or less, doesn't matter. It's what the appraisal says that the property is worth, is what they're going to lend on. The way that this whole thing is going down is ludicrous to me. I mean, every investor, all of us that invest in real estate know that this is the way business is done. So it's just crazy the way this whole thing has gone down, and the way they've made him look as he's this really bad guy. And those are my thoughts on that. They screwed up what they're doing, and now he can't even get a bond. He won't find an insurance company to bond them. Here's what I will say, my message to those insurance companies. If you're an insurance company, there's a very high likelihood that he will be the president of the United States again. And if he gets into office, Donald Trump, he doesn't tend to forget who's there for him and who's not there for him.